This is the BZJ Podcast.
All right, people, it feels good to be here again, and it's your boy, your man, Ziki, and the Ziki, the king of Efizi. You're welcome to the BZJ Podcast. This is that space, that place where you get everything banging and trending and sounding and rending and tripping and loving. And I'm talking about right here on the BZJ Podcast. How you doing, by the way? Feels good to be here again, and I'm just happy. Yo, now, to top my happiness, guys, I'm so excited. Me and Ziki being one of the top pioneers of Afrobeat, there is nothing more exciting seeing the culture get into this level. You already know I've been in the game for over 10 years, and I'm a boss, CEO, that kind of thing, entertainer. I've been entertaining you guys for over 10 years, and come on, it's something to brag about, right? And it's something to be happy for when you see the culture that you're a part of, get to the top of the top, get to the highest level, global highest level. Now, what am I talking about? Look at them Wizkid, them Burna Boy, them Davido, them Ashake, them Rema. My girls, the queens and goddesses, Starr of Maven, Tems. Now, I don't want to talk about the guys. I just want to focus on these two ladies, right? Starr and Tems. We must give these ladies their flowers. Talking about Tems, let me take you guys to, I think, a year or 2 years ago when Tems wore that magnificent outfit to the Oscars, and everybody in the world was talking about Tems and that white, beautiful outfit. Everybody in the world was talking about her. And fast forward a few years later, and we have our very own Starr, dazzling and, mesmerizing the world with her beautiful music and tune and style. Although a lot of people are saying, she comes off too sexy with her skimpy clothes. But come on, man, it's a style. That's what she does, and so long as she's comfortable with it, I'm vibing with it. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So we gotta support her. Talking about their impact, global impact. I saw a show, Jennifer Huston's show, where she interviewed. She had Tems on the show, interviewed her, spoke to her. And I was just so proud of Tems. I was so proud of these ladies that are doing it big for Afrobeat. Away from Tems, and I'm talking about Starr. Have you heard a new single with Coldplay? That song is banana. I love it. And just a couple of days ago, she performed the song with Coldplay live on stage. That is amazing, guys. Our boys are on top of the world. Our people, our brothers, our sisters. Tems, them Rema. These guys are on top of the world. And just a few days ago, Rema got welcomed to a show. He got welcome to New Zealand. He's got a show to play in New Zealand. Few days ago, the way he was welcomed, the New Zealand citizens, the way they welcomed him with their traditional style of, it was so beautiful to watch. And, aside from the fact that, yes, they are not the first to do it. Before Rema, there's been Majek Fashek. Before Wizkid, there's been Sashino Peters that's been doing exploits globally. But right now, we have to give our people, the young boys that are holding it down, the kudos and the credit, because they are doing it big and we're proud of them. Big shout out to Rema, big shout out to Starr, big shout out to Tems, and of course, Tiwa Savage, the queen. Everybody, all of them, Tems and Starr, they know Tiwa is the queen. So don't get it, misconstrued when I did not call, Tiwa Savage earlier on initially. She's the queen. Tiwa is the queen. And also a big shout out to Davido. Come on, guys, look. Davido and Wizkid, you guys need to chill. Grab a chill pill. A couple of days ago, if not weeks, a couple of weeks ago, Wizkid was just dragging the hell out of Davido on Twitter. Not just Davido, he also spoke about his uncle and his dad, Davido's dad and Davido's uncle. That's not necessary right now in the culture, in the Afrobeat culture. So guys, Wizkid and Davido, yo got to slow down. Wizkid, please, Ejo, take it easy. Whatever it is that Davido did to you, please forgive and forget. Come on. And can't forget, Wizkid's been on the biggest, fashion shows lately. He's been trending everywhere when it comes to fashion shows with his beautiful outfits, and I love it. Now guys, I think I just want to take a little break right here on the BZJ Podcast, and I'll be back to wrap things up, so stick around.
This is the BZJ Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's still the BZJ Podcast, and it's your boy, your man, and the Ziki, the king of Efizi, holding it down. Yo, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and follow us on our social media pages and handles and, world. Like, just, always keep tabs on all the beautiful things that we're doing right here on the BZJ Podcast. So, guys, away from all the many beautiful accomplishments of our Afrobeat megastars, let's talk about Nigeria. I was talking to my producer, Mr. P, a couple of minutes ago. I told him I filled my car with 15,000, and he was laughing at me. He was laughing at me like, Andy Ziki, you're joking, brother. 15K and you're talking? Please, horse shit. How much is fuel in wherever you're watching me right now in Nigeria? How much is fuel? Fuel in Lagos is 1,150 in some areas, 1,100 in some areas, 1,050 in some areas, 1,200 in some areas. Like, it's crazy, man. I thought when Dangote refinery starts working, we were going to be buying fuel for 100 naira. Come on. No, not 100 naira. I don't mean to over-exaggerate, but at least a minimum of 500. With Dangote's refinery finally working, we are supposed to be buying fuel for 500. But someone said he would not sell fuel for 500 because he's a businessman and he borrowed money to build the refinery, and he's got to pay the money back. And I kind of understood his point, but retailing for some sources said Dangote is retailing for 900. Some people said he's retailing for 920. Some people said he's retailing for 800. And NNPC that's supposed to buy from Dangote. So what was the whole fuss about last month or 2 months ago? What was the whole fuss about? Why were you now troubling Dangote if you knew you playing the middleman, you were not going to do this for so long? Why must everything be about politics in Nigeria? It's so painful. Come on, man. Sometimes, look, guys, I just want to tell you in case you don't know, the natural wealth in Nigeria, if you are stealing the natural wealth in Nigeria, you are just wasting your time, because you cannot empty the water in the ocean. I tell you the truth. And that goes to tell you all the oil in the Niger Delta, it will never run dry. The gold in the north will never run dry. Nobody planted those things there. God deposited those things there, and they cannot be exhausted. The stones in the southwest will never decay. That's what's up. The stones in the southwest will never decay. The beautiful green land in the north will never decay. So why are we doing all of this to ourselves? Politicians, brothers and sisters, why are we stealing food that will last, that will satisfy a lot of people? Why are you stealing it just for yourself? Come on. I was telling someone the other day that, I thought right now, Nigeria is the economy in Nigeria is supposed to be balanced, because we have somebody like President Tinubu, Papa Tinubu, who is the president, with the level of wealth that he has acquired before he became president, and with the level of understanding of leadership that he has before he became president, I actually thought Nigeria was going to be in a better shape right now, even if not 70%, at least 40%. People are not supposed to be this hungry looking for food to eat. People are not supposed to be starving or working extra. Like Nigeria, do you know people are working 5 jobs in a day in Nigeria? There are people who work 5 jobs in Nigeria just to survive. And we're not supposed to be in this shape. That's the truth. I mean, if you go to the streets, people are starving. People are hungry. Even me, when they talk like this, I never chop since morning. But I just got to come to the studio and put in work. How long are we going to keep lying to ourselves that things are not better? Things are going crazy. And sooner or later, people are going to be looting. People are going to start looting shops. People are going to start looting all those fancy stores. Sooner or later, you that think you have police people working with you, those police people are going to lynch you because they are hungry. They have hungry kids and hungry wives at home to take care of. Brothers and sisters that are calling him every day to bill him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So guys, please, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, Sars and Mars, wherever you are that you are controlling money and you are taking all this money for yourself, can you just, it's enough. Let the poor people really breathe. Let the poor really breathe. Because they are suffocating. Like, people are dying, not even suffocating. They are dying. I don't even want to go into details to tell you the level of how bad things are. I don't want to go into details. Because a couple of years ago, we're buying pint of Gary for 2,000. Now, pint of Gary is almost 5,000 naira. What am I saying? A bag of rice that was sold for 30K a few years ago, right now is 100 and something thousand. What are we doing? Christmas is around the corner. How are people going to eat? How are people going to survive? How are people paying rent? It's crazy, guys. Let's just be humans once and for all. Can we be humans once and for all? I'm begging you. Yes, I know we all need money. So when you get the opportunity to steal, you want to steal the whole world. But come on, think about the poor people. Think about the poor people on the streets. It's not about giving people rice. It's not about giving them, rice to eat. It's about a long-term means of livelihood, a long-term means of surviving. You understand? Come on, man. I mean, we all know the right thing to do. So let's just do the right thing once and for all. I'm done talking. God bless you. This is the BZJ Podcast, and I'm Ziki. See you in the next episode. Adios.
This is the BZJ Podcast.